Hey Jesse, so how are you able to land like high-end clients or clients with expensive cars?
It's all through word of mouth. If there's somebody that has a high-end vehicle, they usually know another person that has a high-end vehicle. So they usually all deal within the same companies and stuff like that, and they definitely like to refer when there's some good work that is to be done, that has been done. So I would say just making sure that you keep up with the good work. Somebody knows somebody, and that somebody knows somebody else, and then that's kind of how your business ends up getting built, just by good rapport.
Got it. And then do you prefer high-end clients or do you prefer just any clients?
It really depends. When you deal with more high-end clients, the vehicles aren't that bad. So sometimes, they just want good work done. So as long as you're able to be dependable, you'll end up having a good business client. So I would say a little bit of both. Regular clients are good as well because then they keep the business going. They're able to, call you because they might have 1 or 2 vehicles and they like it done bi-weekly. Some clients that have high-end vehicles are a little bit busier. So, then that ends up making it to a point where you only see them once in a while.
Got it. Hey Jesse, so how's the detail for this vehicle going?
It's going good. This is more of their everyday, I think this is for like the kids, take the kids to school and stuff like that.
Got it.
So this one's okay. It has been neglected for a while, so there's a lot of paint defects that are embedded in the car, so they're going to need a different type of service, not just our regular in and out detailing.
Got it. So how long has this client been with you?
This is working on about a year.
Got it. Hey Jesse, what are some of the questions that like high-end clients ask you when they first try to book you for a detail?
They ask, almost the same questions as any other client. They just want to know what services are being offered,
okay,
and what packages. We do offer a range of packages to kind of keep up with clients' budgets and then their needs. So we do specialize in a bunch of different treatments like steam cleaning, shampoo extraction, stuff like that. So we want to definitely make sure that we keep our options open for our clients so they're able to get the appropriate package. So at the end of the day, their questions end up being about the same.
Do you find that are they like pickier than regular clients, or are regular clients pickier?
They can be. They could be really picky.
Oh, okay.
Especially with cars that cost a lot of money. They could definitely be picky. So you want to make sure that you do the best you can.
So Jesse, going back to like the questions that you get asked, how do you filter out customers that are seriously interested in booking you versus the ones that are just shopping around?
Usually we know right away, because then they say that if a client tells you they'll call you back and then they don't, but that rarely happens to us. Most of our clients call because they've already heard about us, so they already want to deal with us and our company. So at the end of the day, when we get calls, it's usually like 98% our clients are going to be a good turnover.
Oh, okay. So you have a lot of retention of your customers?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay. So any advice for detailers that only want to work with high-end clients?
If you want to work with high-end clients, obviously you can't always pick who you work with, but then again you can. The best advice I would give you is keep your price points as something that would attract a higher end client that wouldn't have an issue paying that price point. So I would say it's really all about your menu. If you're offering $25 washes, you might get $25 vehicles per se, which is not always bad. If you just want to keep busy, it's not always bad. If you have your your price point at a certain level, it will attract those clients, but then also it might be more periodically. It might not always be steady. So sometimes it's good to kind of have a good healthy balance. So we like to find like that perfect middle. So as you guys can see right now, there's a lot of contamination all over the vehicle. Usually what I do is I'll take the mats out and then I'll go ahead and clean that way. But since it's too much, we don't want to dirty the client's home. So we want to make sure we get as much as we can out before we take those mats out and do a deeper clean.
Right. So what happened, Jesse?
So I just talked to the client. There's a little bit more contamination than we expected on the vehicle, on the Kia. This is more like their everyday, take the kids to school type of car. I let them know, I gave them two options. We can either keep the price point that was agreed upon before arrival, or we can do a slight raise in the price to do a more aggressive approach as far as deep cleaning on the vehicle.
Got it. So you always work with the clients when the car's messier than expected, or? Yeah,
if the car's too bad, I mean, it is a business. Unfortunately, sometimes you do have to change your pricing a little bit. And that's kind of what we had to do today. He actually said that he's not really too worried about this vehicle as long as the Lamborghini's clean. This one is not too bad. He usually just has it sitting there. So he just wants me to do the best that we can do. And then we're going to keep the price point how it is. So we're all good to go.
Got it. So Jesse, what's the update on this job?
So this one is more of just the inside and out cleaning.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get it as clean as we can, but also not spend too much time on here because the client just wanted us to do the best that we could.
Yeah.
I just like to make sure that we're honest and upfront about our services, just so just so they can make sure that they get the package that they actually need. So right now, we're just going to be finishing up shortly. We're doing a wipe down right now of everything, and then this is not really detail oriented, just because it was so contaminated.
Yeah.
It's more of just cleaning up everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so how are you able to book, I guess, high-end or keep them coming back, your high-end clients, and then
keeping the price point fair?
Okay.
You much rather have, this is with any detailers out there, you much rather have cost-effective packages that keeps them coming back than doing a full detail for $500 and stuff like that, and then you don't see that client for a while. And then if you're just starting out and you want to get clients, that's probably not the best way to do it. You want to make sure that that your pricing is effective and it makes people want to come to you, but also not too cheap where then you run the risk of losing a client once you do raise your prices, once you do get busy.
Got it. And have you ever raised your prices like recently, or?
My prices have been raised once, and that was for the new year.
Okay.
But you don't want to do it in the middle of the season, because sometimes clients will reach out, or they'll look at your website and they might not call you for like 2 weeks or something like that, and they come and look at your menu and it changed, and it could mess up a bunch of clients. You could lose dozens of clients that way. So you want to make sure that if you do raise your prices, do it during the new year.
Oh, okay.